very seasoned. Everything around me moving, like bachata. Usher told me do it my way, Frank Sinatra. Been a shotter, been locked in with my cotas. Now I got them raving how I'm big on lines. Hello, Denata. Sheesh. On God, I'm a dog, bro. Need a clergy collar, dodging fleas from you, dog. Adversely, I affect a demon with this God flow. Then put out my queen and yell out bravo. Yeah, we on baby number quattro. Yeah, my whole crib look like a art show. Yeah, pockets on avocado. I'm like a bird. Let me fly away, Nelly Furtado. Bye.
BA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup, and we are all set to go as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Carolina Panthers. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25.
Here we go, start!
They go play action with Huntley. And incomplete to open things up. You look at this Carolina defense. They're going to need to be strong against the run in this one.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
On 2nd and 10, here's Huntley. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. 23 yards the pickup there.
This is an offense that's near the bottom of the league in rushing, so defensively coming in, you've got to know you're going to see the ball in the air a lot. And that time, it's a completion and a first down on this opening drive.
Now left side on his swing pass, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Let's go now.
To throw, Huntley. There's Chris Olave. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 29-yard line. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Fights loose. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork.
And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. Juwan Johnson, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Groupie able to add the PAT. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
Ready! Red, yellow. Ready?
Now a first down throw for Young. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. These two teams met up earlier in the year, back in Week 4. And it was the visiting Panthers who came away with the victory in that one. So now they look to take the season series here at home in Charlotte. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
Young on third down. That is caught. He's got a first and maybe more. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Carolina. Terrace Marshall, 77 yards. And the Panthers are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Now Huntley. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Well, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted. But it winds up falling incomplete.
We've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known the points won't come so easy again.
He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And it will be the Panthers' ball, 1st and 10. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Cameron Jordan able to record his 5th sack of the season. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Off the play fake, Young. This will be caught downfield by Marshall. And he's going to be shoved out, but not before he gets this down to the 20-yard line. A big play there for Carolina. 57 yards. So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Straight ahead with Hubbard. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
2nd down and 4. On the give, this is Hubbard. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, think of it like you win a typical boxing match. The is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. That's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching, and there was another first down run right there.
A quick throw by Young, caught out wide. And he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and that'll set up 2nd and goal.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. To throw, Young. Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Panthers. Chuba Hubbard, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10.
60 Bison, 60 Bison.
There they'll keep leaning on the running game, back to the ground. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The Saints with the football here to begin quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 2nd and 10.
Okay, ready?
Here's Huntley. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
Ready, ready.
On the handoff, it's Hubbard. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
Ready, ready.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 7 from the 27.
Ready.
They'll give this to Hubbard running right. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Drill 52.
Young off the play fake. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
A 40-yard attempt.
The kick by Piñeiro is good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. So they'll go ahead and accept the penalty.
Ready.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10.
Ready.
Now a run with Hubbard. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Young, he's going to change it up.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now Young to throw on 2nd down.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen. But this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
3rd down and 2.
Here we go. Set.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2.
52
And now they'll shift things around.
Ball red. Black shot. Steel. Black. Set.
Young on 3rd and 2. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Cameron Jordan. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they will move on by 10 now, 17-7. So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
After the field goal, on to kick it away is Pinheiro. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. Well, still early in this one, Charles, but the last time this offense was out there, they threw their first interception of the ball game, so trying to avoid repeating that mistake here on this drive.
And to put a positive spin.
And I think the ball's out. And this is going to get out of bounds, so they will gain a bit of yardage on the play, actually, and they'll hold on to the football as well. Offensively, they're just not playing a very clean football game right now. This deficit, there's a fumble. Good news for them, at least. That went out of bounds.
You're exactly right, and as they breathe a sigh of relief, you know they're looking at the scoreboard, thinking to themselves, if we turn it over there, things could really get rough for us trying to make a comeback in this game.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
Well, I think it's high time to get him some passes that he's comfortable with, some easy throws, some completions. He's not even at 50% thus far.
Well, certainly that has played a big role into why they are trailing right now. Huntley to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Saints first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll pound it up the middle with Camara. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
That quick throw there is incomplete.
I would say it might be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. Next series, before you get out there, hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Huntley off of play action. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked off by Deion Jones, the linebacker. 2nd straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to unnerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd manageable, or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Young's incompletion on 1st down leads to a 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line.
They'll take over first and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Try to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. They'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. The Saints on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Hundley looks to throw. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Calling a loss of 4 there on the sack. And speaking of the number 4, it brings up 4th down now. Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. Here's Lou Hedley now. Oh, it's a wobbler here. This is taken at the 23. That'll go in the books as just a 16-yard punt. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They've had a very solid first half, and as we near the end of that first half, they're just looking for a little more on top of their lead right now.
And when you put together a game plan on offense, you put together what you think is going to be the best possible scenario, right? Hey, we're going to score. These are the plays that are going to do it. But you also put together your counters, meaning after they make adjustments to what you're doing, what do we have to go to next?
The adjustment to the adjustment?
Exactly. So I can't wait to see if we come out of the half, how they're going to go about doing things. Do you just keep running what you ran before, or do you go to your counters expecting those adjustments to happen?
Before that, we'll see the end here of this first half. It's Young on first down. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete. Maybe a little over-anxious in the pocket there. He just didn't look comfortable on that throw.
No, he didn't, because it wasn't his normal fluid delivery. And I think you might have had it right. Wasn't really confident with what he saw downfield and almost felt like he wanted to pull that one back.
Out of the gun, it's Young. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they did completions on 1st and 2nd down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the 1st down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Young to throw it. Oh, the turnover fest continues. Here's another interception. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training. So he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. A 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. First down now, but that clock rolling. Here's Huntley. Dancing to his left. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about it.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Amari Barner. And the Panthers are going to have the football here at their own 18-yard line.
Intercepted. The Panthers take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Down.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Already enjoying a 2-score lead here late in the second quarter. Not a ton of time left. We'll see if they can work this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 to add on even more to their lead. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Call it a gain of a yard as it brings us to the end of the first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. A 10-point game, 17-7 the score as we get back to it on EA Sports. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Come on, set.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better.
Touchdown, Carolina! A great play there. 77 yards. And the Panthers come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. Some might have returned that one. He won't. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll start the drive from the 25. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Throwing on 1st and 10, Huntley. Quick hitter here, it's complete. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Kamara up the middle. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 49 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They run it again with Kamara. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Looking to throw here, Huntley. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Just what they needed, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Third down, here's Huntley now. And that'll be incomplete with a penalty flag here on the field. And I'm not sure he was still behind the line when he let that thing go. Here comes the Saints punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. It's a 4-yard return following a punt of 49. And out will come the offense as they take over.
Set, ready. You, yellow. Ready, go.
Young on first down. That's to the sideline and incomplete.
And when you've thrown as many interceptions as he has in this one, you definitely start getting a little hesitant to throw the ball out wide because that's prime pick-6 territory. That time, he made sure the only guy who was going to catch it was sitting in the third row.
This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on third down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Now third down and 7.
Drill green. Set.
Young now. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On is the punter, Hecker, as he gets this one away. It'll be a 47-yard punt with a net of 40 following a 7-yard return. And the Saints will take over with a first down and 10. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Dante Jackson picks it. And a terrific return there. They're finally able to corral him down near the 11-yard line. Now we're first and 10 at the 11.
At the 11-yard line.
Set, cut.
They'll run out of the gun. It's Hubbard. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
Touchdown! A great effort there. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Panthers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. So they're able to capitalize there on the short field, and that might prove to be the score that turns out the lights.
The party's over. Oh, sorry about that. That's an old reference there, folks. But, yeah, they've been the better of the 2 teams by far, and that's great complimentary football right there. Defense gets the turnover, sets up the short field, and the offense goes right out and scores to open up a pretty sizable lead.
Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Panthers 31, Saints 7. Eddie Pinheiro to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
18-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Here we go. Start.
In motion right, Olave. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And that is not fooling anyone. He never had a chance to turn the corner there. And they'll go backwards right away.
Velocity brings up second down at the 7-yard line.
To throw, Huntley. There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson. So the completion good for 6 yards. And that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14. They'll need a crafty play call here. 14 yards is what they need to try to convert this thing. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete. Well, we've talked about it, CD, but it bears repeating. They are struggling to throw the football. All the interceptions and more incompletions. It just doesn't look like things are in sync out there.
I would agree with that, and it's not a good day when you feel like an incomplete pass is almost a win for you because it wasn't intercepted. And I think the receivers now, when they're running their routes, they want to catch the ball, but they also want to make sure that the defenders don't take it away.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte. Right back to Hubbard. And they get him down right near the midfield stripe. 55 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
They'll try and run for this with Hubbard. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Here's Johnny Hacker now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return.
At their own 19-yard line.
Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. See if they can put this drive in the end zone, Charles, because it's been a little bit of a rough go at times. They've had to punt the football a ton in this ball game because of stalled-out drives.
So are you saying that you're kind of tired of seeing the punter run out there and do his thing during this game? Is that what you're trying to say?
Well, I mean, I'm okay with it. I have a feeling that this offense, they don't want to see the punter. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Huntley. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. The first down screen pass, good for 5. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Flush to his right. Wide open receiver complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 41-yard line. Now Huntley. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he'll be stopped at the 35, but not before he picks up 7 yards. From the 35, here's 2nd and 3.
At the 35-yard line.
18, pioneer.
They'll look to throw again. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Saints. A great play there. 35 yards. And the Saints are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Now the Saints offense will remain on the field and go for 2. Huntley trying to throw for it. He's got it. So they convert to 2. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a 2-score game. After the touchdown, here's Groupie to kick this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Ready, break.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Ready, ready.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Marshall. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 14 yards, good for a Panther first down.
Set, hut.
A give, running right, it's Hubbard. Ooh, the juke. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 72 yards on the ground for Hubbard as that last run a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with. And throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Ultra. Go ultra.
First down, they'll stay on the ground with Hubbard. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Let's go.
They'll come up 2nd and 7.
Check series. Ready?
They'll run with Hubbard. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
Down.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down.
Edo blue. Hut.
To throw, Young. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Come on, set. Set.
From the red zone now, Young. And it's caught. And the Panthers are looking at first and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line. Now Young. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Ready up.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line.
Set, go.
Young. Flushed out right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's third down.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest gain we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Set, ready.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got it third and goal here as they try to finish off their victory.
Here we go. Ready.
Hubbard is in. Touchdown, Carolina. So it's a pretty good season he's putting together running the football. That now 10 rushing touchdowns on the year.
And we know this is a passing league, and those numbers throwing the football, they seem to go up and up every year. But there's still something to having a reliable back you can count on in the red zone to bring things home for you. And that's what he's been doing all season long.
Piñeiro's extra point up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 23.
Saints 15. Eddie Piñeiro to kick off for the Panthers.
Now after the touchdown, here's Piñeiro to kick it off. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The sack recorded. It's a loss of 5, and now it's second down.
They snapped the ball backed up inside their own 10. Now they're backed up even further, and they can thank their coverage for that. They called the zone, and they were aggressive enough to deny an early window, and that gave their rushers a chance to get to the pocket.
On second down, here's Huntley. And pressure coming, and they got him once again. They get to him for a loss of 4, and it brings up third down on a sack.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think.
And now off to the races down the right side. A big-time play there for New Orleans. 62 yards.
62 yards on the play.
So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Huntley to throw. This is caught. Touchdown, New Orleans. A great effort there with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Saints get a bit closer.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team. But I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film. But This one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
He's got it. So they convert the two. That keeps their slim hopes alive as we're back to a two-score game. Well, it's still an uphill battle from here, that's for sure, but that makes it a two-score game.
And now we see why teams practice so much on the two-point conversion, why you have more than one play ready, because you may need multiples to throw out a ball game. There's a great example right there.
And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try.
Ready, ready. Hut, hut.
We got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And he'll work down inside the 45. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for Carolina, the win will help them keep pace in the playoff race as they move to 6-3 on the year. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Saints, the turnaround hasn't materialized as they fall to 2-7. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. And for Charles Davis and our entire